Hi, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today I'm going to do a little box I designed that holds a pack of gum. This one will fit on any of the Wrigley's gums. This one just happens to be Juicy Fruit. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do this version in Best Dressed paper. These were done with the Label Me Lovely punch, and this one has the flowers from the same stamp set we're using, the Delightful Day. These flowers are from Layered with Kindness. Okay, so we're going to start with a 6.5 by 4.5 piece of cardstock. This is Highland Heather. And excuse my fingernail, I keep losing that same one. I can't seem to keep it on. Okay, I get my Simply Scored. And we're going to score the long side first at 2.5, 3, 5.5, and 6. Then we're going to turn it to the short side, and we're going to score it at 1/2 and at 3 5/8. Okay. Now we're going to burnish. Now, New York was just extended on the quarantine until May 18th, I think. So my poor kids, I don't know if they're going to get back to school this year. And the home school work is very confusing. They weren't really set up very well for this, and things keep going wrong, so God bless them. They're doing okay, but it's very stressful for them. Okay. Now this here is my template, and this is what we're going to cut. Okay. You have your 2 skinny parts down this side. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see. All right. And what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the 2 small squares here. Okay, and then go directly up, and there's 2 small squares on the other side, and we're going to get rid of them also. Okay, and this is going to be your closing flap of the box. Okay, now we're going to move into the middle, which is right here on the template. And you have 2 very long rectangles with a square in the middle. You're going to cut the edge of the rectangle straight and then wedge in just a tiny bit into the squares. That just helps it close nicely. Flip it around and do the same thing. Leave the rectangles straight and wedge just a little bit out of the squares. Okay, and then we're going to round the corners here. Now to round the corners, you're going to have to bend this. And then go to the other side. Okay. Let me just fix this. I slanted that a little bit. Okay, and then on this side, put it on top, we need to just take a little piece out for a finger hole so it's easier to open. So any small circle punch you have, just use for that. Okay, when this closes, this piece here is going to be your front. So that's where we're going to put the Designer Series paper. And I have a piece of the Best Dressed Designer Series paper that is a 6x6 pack. Let me see if I have. Here it is. I'll show you. Very nice prints in there. Okay, and this piece is 2 7/8 by 2 1/4. Okay, and we're going to get our snail. And we'll put that down. And it just leaves a little edge around the whole thing when we fold it up. Okay, now we can get our tear-in tape. And we're going to flip it over. And this is going to be the front. So you want these to be the cover. So we're going to put right up into the edge, oops, our tear-in tape. And then we're going to fold in these little tabs and put a little piece on each tab. Okay. Alrighty. And no, first we're going to do the little tabs. And we're going to take the back piece, which is the piece that has the notch, and you're going to adhere it and just make sure you get it nice and square there. Straight lines. And then on the other side. Okay. Now we'll take off this. This one. And I just have a, no, I think that'll be okay. Okay. And it helps here if you put your gum in the box when you do this. Just lay it over, and there you go. That fits in there like that. And then because we gave it that extra 1/8 of an inch in the measurements, it comes out much more easily. If you did it exact, it would be really tight. And I still feel like I need to trim this right here a little more. Okay. Close that. Okay. Now for the decoration. I have a piece of Highland Heather that is measured at 2 by 1 1/4. Straight, yeah. And then a piece of the other side of the DSP, which is 1 3/4 by 1 inch. And I'm going to use my Gorgeous Great Stampin' Pad. And I have the Just a Little Something for You image out of the Delightful Day stamp set. I'm just going to, like that. It's nice to have a much bigger block than the actual image because then you can see exactly where the edges of your piece of paper are. Okay. All right, and then I'm just going to use some dimensionals on this. And I'll put this together like that. Okay. And now to do the string on it, I used some Wicker White solid color baker's twine. Okay, we need our snail again. And I'm just going to put a couple of little strips over right where this would go. And I'm going to press the end of the breaker's twine right into that. And then I'm going to just kind of do a diagonal. And then a straight. And then press the other end into that snail and clip it off. And now you just get some more dimensionals. And put that right up on top. That. And then maybe I'll take a few basic rhinestones and put them just to jazz it up just a little bit. And there you go. So we have our nice little gum gift, and I might stick a little bit of cash in there for my kids. If they ever go back to school, they'll be able to get a little treat at lunch. Okay, I would love if you would subscribe to me. I'm going to be downloading 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes 3D projects, sometimes cards. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.